Israel's ambassador today to the United Nations is demanding that the head of UNRWA resign and take responsibility for failing to prevent Hamas terror infrastructure in UN facilities and buildings. The IDF yesterday announced they found a Hamas tunnel system and computer rooms directly underneath UNRWA's main headquarters in Gaza City. The underground center included an electricity room, industrial battery storage, and living quarters for Hamas terrorists. The head of UNRWA denies any knowledge of Hamas facilities underneath his headquarters and is now asking for an investigation. Here is the IDF with a video walkthrough of Hamas's alleged data center that was run literally right under UNRWA's noses.
אנחנו נמצאים עכשיו במטה האונר"א במרכז העיר עזה. מפה האונר"א מנהלים את כל העבודה היומיומית שלהם. נמצאים פה עכשיו גדוד 52 יחד עם כוח של שייטת 13. אפשר למצוא פה חגורות נפץ, רימונים, נשקים ועוד שלל גדול של אמל"ח ומטענים שנמצאים פה בתוך המשרדים של אונר"א שנותנים חסות לארגון הטרור חמאס ביום יום וגם במלחמה, והחמאס משתמש באפשרות הזאת שאונר"א נותנים להם כדי לתקוף את כוחותינו, כדי לתקוף מכאן את אזרחי ישראל.
Daniel, I think it's worth noting here that this was found in Gaza City. This Hamas computer data processing headquarter facility under UNRWA. This was found months after operations in Gaza City wrapped up in a significant way. Months later, they're still uncovering tunnels, they're still uncovering weapons, Hamas hideouts, rooms. What does that indicate to you, perhaps, about the existence of Hamas's ability across Gaza, and also the possibility that there are hostages, there are civilians still dispersed throughout Gaza, even as so much focus now is on Rafah?
Well, we know for a fact that that is true. I mean, I don't know the exact numbers. Maybe Jonathan can help here, but the general knowledge is that just a small portion of the tunnel network was actually uncovered and destroyed, and that there might be many more kilometers of underground networks still there. And I suspect that even if you stay there for another 6 months or a year, you'll still find new stuff. The UNRWA case, I think, is I can't say that it's something good that came out of this war. Nothing good can come out of it. But if there is a moment of reckoning about UNRWA and within the framework of the day after, as we call it, there will be a new kind of structure that will emerge in order to take care of the real humanitarian needs of the civilian population in Gaza, then it will be a good thing. This organization has existed for far too long and has become far too corrupt.
Jonathan, the IDF, as much as it plans for the major operation in Rafah, they're still fighting intensely in Khan Yunis. They're still fighting pockets of terrorists in Gaza City, in Jabalia, in North Gaza as well. Hamas is still everywhere.
Yes, and it's going to take a very long time to put that aside. I don't think anyone in Israel has the illusion of finding and killing every last terrorist and every last rocket launcher and every last kilometer of tunnels. What Israel wants to do is make basically destroy the ability of Hamas to use this and to become a threat once again. In Gaza, in Jabalia, in Sajaiya, in Shati, all of those places in the northern part of the Gaza Strip, there are still terrorists, there are still launchers, there are still tunnels, and we see still rockets being sent every once in a while towards Israel. And this will continue to happen because they still exist somewhere under the ground with no organized chain of command, basically terrorists acting by their own, but they still have the ability to act. And that is why I think even after this war ends, and I don't know exactly when it will happen, after Khan Yunis, after possibly Rafah, I think we will see, at least for quite some time, for months and maybe more, Israel acting in the Gaza Strip as it does in the West Bank, constant operations, night after night after night, to find out and kill terrorists who are still there, regardless of the question of who will control there. One thing that I think Israel will not agree to is to the presence of UNRWA. We see what they're all about.